Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'd like to talk about how you can get more girls. These are just my observations. Number one, you could always play the numbers game. Typically, the numbers game is just cold approaching as many girls as you can. This typically goes well if you kind of set like a day to just do it. You build momentum at the beginning. Might not be the best, but you get in the zone. Try to rack up as many numbers. This is kind of a weird way to do it, but it kind of works. Typically what you want to do if you were to cold approach as many people is go to a place where there's a lot of attractive girls. It could be a giant supermarket, or it could be a giant shopping center where there are restaurants, just places to buy clothes, just like a promenade shop area, or the mall, or just somewhere where there's a lot of variety. It also kind of helps if you go with a friend, but you could also do it yourself if you really don't give a fuck. Good way to do this is try to have fun. Just enjoy the experience. Don't go into this thinking it's like a must do project that you need to accomplish. More like you're just experimenting, you're having fun. You gotta get the idea of rejection out of your mind. Don't fear rejection. It's gonna happen a bunch. It's gonna happen a lot. And I personally like to ask for the phone number first. I don't really like to ask for socials like Snapchat or Instagram and all that shit, because that's kind of more of a rejection from my experience. The phone number is more personal, it's more private, you know. If you do have a good amount of clout, you could use that to your advantage, and you could ask for a girl's Instagram, and she'll look at your Insta and she'll be like, oh, this guy's got clout, he's got status, and girls basically like that, and it'll help you fucking pull. When you play the numbers game, actually just in general, it's important to be cool and friendly, have a cool and friendly approach with women. Don't be emotional, don't be resentful, don't be goofy or corny, don't be a simp. Honestly, it's just best to be your authentic self and to be honest about your life. And that way you filter out the girls. You filter out the ones that are worthwhile and the ones that aren't. If you're fake, you might attract a fucking fake person. And at the end of the day, the truth will always prevail and chaos will erupt. So just try to be authentic. Second way to get laid, to get girls, is by going on social media, dating apps. This is the new age. Cold approach is very important, and you can have a lot of success. It will never go away. But the new age is dating apps or hookup apps. I want to say something on cold approach versus dating apps. So when you cold approach a girl, you kind of skip the dating app portion. You skip the whole um you skip like the whole fucking meetup, planning to meet up. You already met up with them. When you cold approach them, they see you, they hear you, they size you up. You're not a catfish. They kind of already know if they're gonna fuck you, if they're gonna friend zone you. So you already skip that whole part. And, when you use a dating app or an app or some shit, most of the time these girls want to hang out in public first. But when you cold approach, you skip that part. So you're ahead of the game, and that's why it's a little bit more difficult for people. But it has a good amount of success, to be honest. Whether you're just trying to get laid, or whether you're just trying to date, find a relationship, all these things could work for you. But going back to the whole dating apps and hookup apps, you want to use like good photos, depending on like the app you use. There are a lot of like dating apps and shit that are trying to be more professional and mature based, and less hookup culture. And so for those, you want to like use good photos, professional. But for like hookup apps, everyone kind of knows the whole premise. So you can still kind of use those, but you can show more skin. And I'm not going into which apps these are. There are a lot of degenerate websites, degenerate apps that are like, sneaky link type shit. If you got a good body, you look good, that could be very helpful for these apps, because at the end of the day, when it comes to dating apps, they're all shallow, superficial. So the girls are playing that game. The guys are basically playing that game. The girls are superficial and shallow. So are the guys, for the most part. You want to keep your profile simple. In my opinion, you want to keep your profile simple. Less is more when it comes to women. You fucking talk a lot, turns them off. You don't talk at all, they think you're fucking stupid and weird and retarded. Say what needs to be said, don't say anything extra. So keep your profile simple. Show what you're kind of looking for, what you're open to. Sort of describe yourself. And good luck. Now, the third way you can, oh wait, before I get into that, I forgot one point. So when it comes to these apps, you don't want to try to trick, you don't want to try to show off. You will attract the stupid fucking hoes. But the good quality girls are probably gonna look at you and be like, this guy's fucking stupid. He's trying to compensate for like for something else. Whether it's physical, whether it's fucking mental, you could be a dumb fucking person. They just kind of judge you like that. I mean, I judge guys like that. I judge girls like that, so they'd probably be doing the same thing. All right, moving onward. Another good slash bad way method to hook up is embracing the nightlife. This means going out to shows, concerts, but mostly like your local bars, your local clubs. And I don't really recommend this. Um, there's a lot of disease there, a lot of disgusting, shallow people. It's like the dating app scene in person, basically. All those people also do that shit, so they go there. They're all very jaded and shallow, but the reason why it's good to just get some pussy is, let's be real, the whole idea of alcohol and liquid courage. When girls are drunk, when guys are drunk, they're less guarded, they're more themselves. They're just going out for a good time. They're all trying to hook up. They're all trying to fucking show their shit. If they meet the right guy, they'll fuck on the first night. They don't fucking care. And and honestly, mostly it's due to the alcohol. If you go to clubs without fucking drinks, it's pointless. It's literally fucking retarded if you think about it. So they go there, they get shit faced, and they do the nasty, and they go home with someone. But the downside of that is you get a bunch of fucking diseases. You see the same fucking people, so you become like this fucking loser weirdo creep that like is the lurker of the area, and you're spending a shit ton of money. What else? What was I gonna fucking say? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's a really good point. Maybe I'll remember and come back to it. Um, the next point, the next major point is to take care of your body. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be like fucking athletic bodybuilder type to get some pussy, but it definitely helps. Your personality is very important, but looks are the first things that people notice. It's not your personality, it's your looks. Guys look at girls and immediately they look at, within a couple seconds, they look at their body, their face. They see if they got good muscle tone, good hygiene, and they immediately just judge if they would like possibly hook up with them, procreate with them. Guys do the same thing with girls. Girls do that with guys. It doesn't fucking matter. Personality is also very important. I'm not saying that don't work on that. That shit's very important. Having a good personality will help. Um, but taking care of your body is also very important. And that helps with the dating apps. If you're chubby, good fucking luck. If you're fucking fat, good fucking luck. You better be rich. You better be fucking famous. You better have a really good fucking personality. Um, if you got a dad bod, you can still fuck hot girls because girls don't really have super high standards like they say they do. But with a little bit of alcohol, with a little bit of masculine frame, you can, and having a fun time, they'll fuck almost anything, which is sad, but it's true. They'll fuck almost anything. If you're chubby, dad bod, same shit. Um, you could still get good results, but being ripped helps, not steroids. You could be on steroids, but if you're doing that for fucking females, you're a fucking pathetic loser. Because they will cheat on you with a fucking fat guy who's rich, who has a decent personality, and you're trying to get juice to the gills. Okay, before I go off topic, let's go to the next point. Having a good socioeconomic status is very important. Poverty is probably the most unattractive thing. Um, People desire wealth. People desire wealth, health, security. Money buys fun. Um, you think about like girls, and if they're fucking broke, you kind of don't really want to do shit with them because they might hold you back. They might be baggage. But if you take that same girl and envision her as fucking rich, you'd be like, yeah, I want to fuck that. I want to fucking be around that shit. Um, so having a decent amount of money, you don't have to be fucking like wealthy. Just get your finances in check. Having a decent car, not like some old ass car. Um, if you do have a deadbeat car, you could still pull, but your personality and how you carry yourself makes up for that shit. There's a saying from Fast and the Furious is it's not the ride, it's the rider. I thought that was always cool. Anyways, having a good like place of residence, preferably like a house. Um, if you do have an apartment, like make sure it's fucking clean. Take care of your fucking place that you live in. Don't be fucking dirty. Women really care about cleanliness, but at the same time, a lot of them are fucking dirty. Gone to a lot of rooms that are filthy and they're embarrassed of that shit. So yeah, it's double standard. But guys can be very fucking messy too. And if you're not clean, if your place isn't clean, if your car isn't clean, it kind of says like you're a little bit lazy. Your balls probably smell. Your fucking dick probably smells. So she's probably thinking, probably not gonna go down on you. Um, yeah. Anyways, one of the probably the most important point for getting more girls, attracting more girls, is female social proof. Not necessarily male social proof, female social proof. What do I mean by this? I mean showing girls that you have girls in your life. Not showing them that you're hooking up with them, just showing them that you're basically teasing them with the idea of that, though, that you are hooking up, that you are dating them, that this one could be your girlfriend, this one could be just a friend and she likes your presence. Girls love that shit. It's less important if you have guys like that, because your guy friends aren't gonna fuck you unless they're gay. But if there are girls around you, other girls see that, they're gonna be like, oh, are they trying to fuck this guy? What's up with this guy? Why did your stock value goes up? And that makes them wanna chase you. That makes them they're intrigued by you. They will put themselves in positions to be around you. Maybe they'll cold approach you. See what's up. Is this guy fucking rich? Is this guy really good in bed? Like, is this a genuinely nice person, a good person? It's women have like a herd mentality. They have a follower mentality, you know, those are feminine traits. And so they see that and they just follow the herd, you know. So that's why they say like if you got a shit ton of clout, you're more likely to get a bunch of pussy because you just women like that following. They want to be a part of that shit. They want to be a part of the club and they want to see what's up. It's like a kind of a shallow trait, if you ask me, but it's kind of like wired in their DNA, you know, from like an evolution perspective. Like the guy that gets the most girls probably has some sort of superiority. I'm not saying this is true, but like this kind of goes on in their brain, you know. I think it's kind of retarded, but like that's how they think, you know, and they'll deny it, but it's the truth. Anyways, hope this was informative. Um, this is just shit that I learned from my years of experience and observations. These are just a few things. There are probably a lot more, but video would be too long. So yeah, take it easy.